welcome to podcast for Samvad DLF Phase 2. Today we are in talks with a real life hero who has not only done DLF 2 proud but also brought glory to our mother India. Presenting to you a quintessential part of Operation Ganga, Captain Shivani Kalra. Hello Shivani, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. How about you?
Thank you so much. On behalf of Team Samvad, I, Kangan Jain, welcome you today.
Thank you so much for having me in Samvad team. It's a great pleasure and I think मुझे इससे पहले तक पता भी नहीं था that we were doing this, but now I know I'm gonna be an active member here.
Oh, that's great to know. Glad to hear.
Okay.
So my colleague Mona will start with a few questions.
So, welcome, and I'm
Thank you.
Mona. And let's start from the beginning. So, wanted to know about your schooling, and did you study in Delhi NCR, or where did you get your schooling, and what inspired you to be a pilot?
Okay, so I'm born and brought up Gurgaon, apparently. This entire DLF area has been developed a little later, but हम लोग यहाँ पे बचपन से हैं, like since the beginning of the era of the Millennium City.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm born and brought up here, and I've done my schooling from Bluebells, which is another school which is right here in Gurgaon itself. And after 12th, I went for my CPL training. What inspired me to be a pilot, honestly, okay, it might sound a little, it might sound a little different, but I didn't knew that I could even dream. My parents are very learned people. But I never knew that I would, because we live in a female dominant society. So मुझे लगा था, and जैसा कि everyone says at home also, yeah, even relatives talk, once you are 21, once you are by the time 25, you'll get married, you'll go home. That's what women in our society has always been taught, and that's what everyone looks upon.
Right.
My mother was 23 when she got married, so they had similar expectations that probably by that age she'll also get married, and will do her regular graduation and probably a regular job. Okay. But I honestly never thought that I would ever get a chance of living a life which is rare to a lot of people, which is just dream to a lot of people, honestly.
Absolutely.
So when I was in 12th, and by the way, I was already working for Gurgaon News since class 10th.
Okay.
Okay, and I was, by the time I finished my 12th, the same day I just joined an MNC here. That time the call centers were pretty hot thing in Gurgaon. सबको वही join करना था, pocket money आती
And
थी.
well paid in
And
that
very
area.
well paid, yes.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll have 2-3 months and I'll, work, and I'll, use that money to shop and all that, small stuff.
Yeah.
Dreams were never big.
Yes.
But the first weekend came in after 12th standard, and mom dad ने बिठाया, बेटा क्या करना है, what do you want to do in life, this is not a life we thought you will go for. I was like, I don't know, but I know that I don't want to go through a regular path. I don't know that I want to, I never appeared for any of these engineering college. Though I had my non-medical, I was a bright student, but I was sure that I would never go for a, college thing and do a regular stuff. So it's like, I don't know, I cannot decide. There are many options, but please tell me, I don't know what all options I have. I don't know what your capabilities are even, to allow me to go and pursue something. So that's when my mother said that, you be a news reader. You have been pretty active around, and, you have been reading Gurgaon News for some time. Let's go for mass comm and you be a TV news anchor. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. I've been doing it. I don't find it, why not? It's not a regular job, and I don't have to study the engineering course and everything. So, okay, fine. So my dad came with, Dad, now you tell me what is the other option you want me to pursue. And there was an ad in the newspaper that very day.
Oh,
That there was an ad in the newspaper that very day that India requires more than 1,000 people, pilots, for job in the next coming 5 years, or whatever the requirement it stated. So there was a full article on that, and he read it and he said, "Why don't you become a pilot?" I was like,
wow, that's
okay, I've never thought of it, but I never ever imagined that this was even possible for us. And but I said, my first question was, but how? We don't know anything. We none of us is from aviation background and anything. And he said, let's take a call, let's explore our options, let's see how this course works, let's see how everything works out here in aviation, and then we'll take a call. So he started dialing a couple of numbers to the number flying school, Delhi Flying Club. Then there was a couple of more ground classes around. Plus there were few known people who's someone was a pilot or someone. So they all encouraged, and that's when by the night it was decided that okay, seeing of course, seeing my caliber.
So was seen that night.
Yeah, of course, seeing my caliber
History was
to
made.
Yeah.
I always loved heights. I would climb any tree when I was a child.
oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. I was pretty active in sports. I was a good learner. My learning skills were pretty nice, and that's what they thought. Ki you love flying. I would always fascinate about birds. By the way, so that was also one thing.
Oh, so
So
you
my
got wings
parents,
for
yeah. So
yourself.
my parents observed what I could do, what I couldn't do, and that's how they presented both the options to me.
So if I may ask, which year was this?
This was year 2005.
Wow.
That was back in 2005. But कहते हैं ना, किस्मत से पहले किसी को कुछ नहीं मिलता है ना?
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
So that's what happened. And by the way, the very next day I was in the Delhi Flying School. Monday morning 9 a.m. I was already there. Sunday को ही सब enrollment, everything was done, and I was already a part of Delhi Flying School and taking my first ground class at Delhi Flying School.
So you mean to say no entrance exams, no nothing, you just pay your fees and you enter?
So it's there are ways, there are couple of institute, but this I'm talking about only ground classes.
Okay.
The whole story is resonating so much
Yeah.
with the Women's Day,
Yeah.
Yes.
theme also of gender equality
Just
and
before she
something.
came, I was telling-
Because you're starting thought of having no dreams, or if you have that leverage or privilege also,
Yeah.
and reaching and your father encouraging to do
Yes.
that,
Yeah.
it's
Very
resonating
good.
so much with the the
That's
current.
But I was
system of-
actually just having a discussion with them, that I would like to know also that now that you've already answered, I wanted to know that the kind of society that where we are living in, where that's the goal for every girl. Graduation हो गई, शादी कर लो.
Correct,
How
correct.
how did you literally fight through that? But it's nice to know that you had such supportive parents. And
Oh yeah, I think that's the reason I asked them, because I knew they would never take a wrong decision for me. That's the only reason, because I knew what I didn't want to do, but I was not sure what I want to do. But who could? I know a lot of. It's kind of emotional that way, but I know a lot of kids these days revolt.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't understand what parents. I know my friends were there, they were revolting कि इधर नहीं जाना, उधर जाना है, I want to go there, I want to pursue there. Parents का choice कुछ और है. I surrendered. I just said, you tell me, boss, whatever you want me to do, I'll do. And I knew it, that I'm in safe hands. You should all, if a
No,
kid
that
shows
is
that
important.
much trust in the parents always, I think, I'm not yet a parent, but not yet married also, but what I have seen around, I have seen my mom's mom, I've seen my father's mom, I've seen my relatives, around doing so much for their kids. So I somehow was always clear in many things in life. many things. Okay, maybe not sure कि करना क्या है, but always at least sure कि क्या नहीं करना है.
That
At
is
least.
very important.
That is
If
very
you have that clarity, a lot of things are eliminated.
Automatically aligned to the right
Exactly,
one.
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
my parents were a great support throughout. I mean, just honestly, just not the parents, both my brothers as well. They were equally a part of it, and all to make me reach where I am. All four of them contributed, uh, because, as I said, it was not I was born with. It was my parents' hard work. It was my brother's hard work that I have reached where I have reached. Because this thing, of course, takes some financial accolades as well. So all of them contributed. Even then, after that, the story doesn't stop. It's a
कहानी में twist.
कहानी में twist.
Right up to 2022.
Yeah, कहानी में twist. I'll come back to where कि किस्मत से पहले कभी किसी को कुछ नहीं मिलता है. So by 2008 April I got my CPL.
Okay.
Okay, and that was the time when recession just hit the entire world. We all
Yeah,
are aware about
2008,
it.
yes.
People were getting jobless. There were no jobs. Then twist again, no jobs in aviation, and I was sitting home and I was like, "Ab kya kare?" There's no jobs. What to do? And I have this thing. I cannot sit idle. I have to work. I have been a workaholic since I think forever now. I cannot waste a day in my life just by sitting. कुछ नहीं तो कुछ, कुछ नहीं तो कुछ. I keep always working, always. चाहे छोटा हो चाहे बड़ा हो, I've always worked. And then that's the time when I joined again in MNC, and that's where I didn't work. I think I worked there for a couple of days, and someone from there only picked me up and said, "Yeah, you're wasting your time. You have good communication skills. You look good. You can do much better. Go for PR, go for event industry, and try in PR industry." So I joined a company in event industry and worked as a PR manager there, and did some job there, did a couple of events, hosted a lot of stuff. जितने भी ITO के newspaper वाले हैं सबको, I think by then that time they must be knowing me for a short time. But then okay, that was while this was happening, there was a DJ playing there. Who said that are you interested in being a DJ?
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
so I said yes, why not, and I started DJing.
So we have a very multifaceted Shivani
Yeah.
amongst us today.
Yeah. And so that happened, and I was accompanying him at a show, DJing at a show, and an anchor got stuck, got in some incident or something, and couldn't make it to the event. And it was a little a part outside on the GT Canal Road. So thoda it was a little further.
Outskirts.
Yeah, in the outskirts. So something happened, and she couldn't make it, and the show was a corporate show, and it had to happen. And my DJ said, "Can you handle a mic?" I was like, "Okay." I've not done this. I would always run away from debates in school, but I can dance. I can dance anywhere you want me to, but okay, mic thing. I've done news anchoring. That's the only experience I have, and I cannot crack jokes. That is one thing. I can just read what is in front of me. It's like, you can do that, right? I was like, yes. He wrote down some stuff for me. He said,
great.
just start talking to certain people, and that's when I hosted my first show.
Oh wow.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Impromptu.
Very good.
Yeah, so that was 10 years back now, and since then I've worked as an anchor for 9 years continuously in event industry.
Oh, wow.
also hosting and also doing stage management, backstage management, hospitality in Commonwealth, IPL, ACL, Lusophonia Games, Sheru Classics.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
The list is just endless.
I also couple of designers. I've hosted shows for them. I've done a lot. I've done, as I said, I've been a workaholic and I've worked a lot throughout my career, throughout my life. I could not stop. If I don't get anything, I'll pick up something else to work on. And I had a very flourished career being an anchor. Later on, but then the love was flying. Once you have a taste of flying,
Yes.
you can never look back. This was just bread and butter for me. You know, I always also had loans to pay because of the flying loan which I took initially. So that was to pay the loans basically. And then back in 2014, the aviation market started opening up. So when it started opening up, घर में already, you know, there were talks कि बेटा aviation में कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, कब तक events करोगे, let's get you married. Again, a googly. So I was like, how much do you think you can spend on a marriage? I was being calculative. I was like, what I have earned, I have given to you. Of course, I don't have savings. So you must be having some savings. What do you think, you can manage for my wedding? So they said this much amount. I was like, wow, that's a lot. And I was like, Punjabi weddings, you know, pura shosha hota hai. So they had to think that way. Yeah. So, and of course, the family, of course, had started. All of us were working. So we've grown, you know, a lot since then. And then I said, you know, if we have that much money, why don't you give that money to me? I'll get married myself, but I want to pursue aviation back. That was the time in 2014 we took that step, and by 2015 I decided that I have to go back and join this type rating course, which is nowadays kind of a requirement when you enter a company. So there were a lot of jobs for the type rated that time rather than just the fresh CPL holders. So that's when I took the money and a little of it and went for my type rating. Did my Boeing 737 type rating on from Jordan, and came back. And I think a couple of months. I came back in May, June, and by October, the Air India vacancy was out.
So that was your first job.
That was
As
my
a pilot.
yeah.
Wow. So
And
since
you've been with
14,
Air India
it's almost 7 years now.
So no. So I joined Air India. I gave the interview in 2016. I mean, the vacancy came out in 2016, 2017. The interview, it's a very gradual and slow process. 2017, I got enrolled, got my offer letter, and after that, again, I had to go for my 787, the Dreamliner type rating. Then I went to Ethiopia to do that, and then I joined Air India in 2018 March.
Wow. So this
Yeah.
is March.
Yeah, this is March.
So
So
4
exact
years.
4 years now. Exact 4 years now.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Life full of stories. I think I had.
Amazing.
It's
Amazing
becoming
journey.
interesting for us, and it's going to be interesting for the readers.
Yes,
Amazing.
definitely. So I guess you've covered most of the things I wanted to know.
Yeah.
So-
I'm quite a storyteller. I think that
But it's interesting.
anchoring
It's
thing
really-
helped a lot.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, like I know, you must have gone through extensive trainings all across.
Of course.
Even in the beginning, and also you saying as you went to Jordan, Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
So, was there any trainings involved where you would be involved in such kind of evacuation, processes or the training specifically? If you
So somehow this has happened in both my type ratings. back in Jordan as well as in Ethiopia. So while I was in Jordan, there was a conflict between Israel and Palestinians, and there were a lot of refugees. And Jordan, being a neutral country, was a part of it, and a lot of refugee, and that scenario was already there. Now coming to Ethiopia is also one of those countries where a lot of pirates, it's surrounded by Somalia and all those countries, and a lot of action keep on happening there somehow or the other. So while we were there were a lot of curfews which happened because Somalians attack, and somehow. So I have somehow or the other, I've been from past two trainings also been seen this a little. But now if we talk about Operation Ganga, which is the reason I think I'm here today. Yeah. I was already preparing for my brother's wedding. It was round the corner, and I was out shopping. It was my off day, and I was supposed to be on off the next day as well. And that's when I got a call that there is a requirement. As you know that we have to operate certain unscheduled flights to make an evacuations of all the standard Indians who are stuck there in Ukraine. So I was like, okay, what's the time of the flight? So they told me it's tonight within a couple of hours. I was like, okay, I'll be there. Do you have the entire crew with you? They said, we have 4 now, but we are still left with 1 more. I was like, okay, till when will that be confirmed? I was like, they were like, as soon as possible, ma'am. We are trying our best because because the scheduled flights don't stop in case if you are running a non-scheduled operation. So most of the pilots are already on their jobs, and scheduled flights cannot be disturbed. Since you were on off, so we are disturbing the crew who are either on off or on leaves or probably on training part. So my training was supposed to start the next day. That's why I was on off that day. So they said, I was like, then what about my training? They said, we'll conduct that later on, but this is an urgent requirement. Are you in or not? I was like, I'm definitely in. I didn't even call my parents ki, kya puchu, kyunki they'll be scared. Okay, so they might have, second thoughts. So I just said yes and went for it. And of course, my parents knew before I was going for the flight that where I was going. They always ask, कब जाएगी, कितने बजे land करेगी, कितने बजे phone करेगी. It's like position reporting to parents. Every
That I guess all
you are at the airport. हाँ, मम्मा airport पे पहुंच गए. अच्छा कहाँ? हाँ मम्मा airport पे land कर गए. खाना खा लिया. So all that keeps happening, and my typical mom and dad I have. So they have been loving parents, and when they got to know that I'm doing this Bucharest, sorry, that was Budapest. I did 2 of them. So Bucharest, Budapest. That was Budapest, and they were like, okay, you're going there. Koi, is there any sort of should we be terrified or should we be? I was like, relax. I think there is a safe passage which will be given to us because the governments have agreed for this evacuation, and I think we should be okay. So they both hugged me, by the way, first time ever before going for a flight. They were like, okay, beta, just. All my dad had to say, my mom, of course, she was a little, होता है moms का ना थोड़ा सा धक 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 वाला scene होता है क्या होगा कैसे होगा क्या होगा. But all my dad had to say was, just bring home everyone safely.
Excellent.
That's all he had to say, and he said good luck. That's how I went for my flight. We had a non-stop flight to Budapest, which was about 7.5 hours. And then we stopped there for about 1.5 hours and immediately came back. Got all the students on the aircraft, all the passengers and, who need to be evacuated, airlifted. And that's how we got back. That was the first time. And Then again, the marriage happened, and the next day I was called again.
Oh. So how
Yeah.
much was the gap between the two flights?
So I did the first one. I went on 27th and came back on 28th.
Okay.
And the second one I went on 6th and came back on 7th.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And
So in both the flights, you had more of the crew. You said, like, the more pilots along with you who were flying.
of course. So how it works is we have certain limitations when it comes to our operations. Being a pilot, you cannot fly more than, say, if it's a continuous flight. If you don't have to get off, don't have to land. So there are certain requirements. There are certain FDTL requirements. All DGCA already, it's all there in black and white. So we have to take care of those requirements as well. So once we calculate this flight, it was coming out to be more than 14 hours. Okay, plus with 2 landings. Plus if you join the ground time as well, okay, then it comes out to be more than 16 hours. So it is not possible for a crew, for a set of 4 crew to run this operation in a straight go. Okay, so that's how we do. We go one sector deadhead. Okay, that set of 2 crew goes one sector deadhead, and the set of other crew goes operates the other. So we
Switch then.
switch. Okay, that's how we do. But yeah, it's always, we are always around the cockpit. It's not like
Yeah, right. So you had like 5 pilots.
We were 5 of them.
And the rest of the air crew, how many were there, like, in the rest crew?
So 12 of the cabin crew plus 3 engineers, 1 from commercial, 2 engineers, 1 from commercial. Then we have 5 pilots.
And both
So-
flights had similar kind of.
Yes.
You were the only girl? Or were
Yes.
they? Oh.
Women power.
Women power, right?
I also have a few questions to ask. One is, of course, your parents were anxious. They had their own fears, right? What about your own? Were you anxious? Were you scared? Or were you like ready to take it head on?
See, I don't know how to put it, but being a pilot, and once you're training to be a pilot, a lot of fear has to go out of your system, because we are trained for n number of possibilities which can go wrong. We are trained for n number of emergencies.
Right.
Anytime, any day, any moment. Even if it's on ground, even if it's on air. So what happens is, I was not born with it, of course, but I think training makes you better.
Excellent. And you got all Indians on board. When we're in flight, especially the international longer ones, there is a message from the pilot always. This is your pilot speaking, and we're flying at this height and everything. Did you have any particular message for those people who were literally like waiting to get back home?
So I think those kids had already been addressed then. It was, of course, an honor to fly them back. It felt, I can't put that in words, honestly, because it felt nice. And it didn't felt until I saw those kids, once we came out of the aircraft, outside the airport, when I saw them meeting their parents, when I saw them meeting their families, that's when I realized it, oh, okay.
Felt like a relief.
Of course, it was a difficult task. Of course, we knew we were on a mission. But, once you're watching a movie, on television, on news channels, you can feel a little bad about a certain situation. You can say, oh ho, ye kya ho raha hai duniya mein? Oh ho, acha wow, ye acha ho gaya. But if you feel it first hand, if it's all happening in front of your own eyes, that feeling, I don't think so I've gotten this ever before. It felt calm.
Job well done.
Job
That's
done.
very humbling as well. That
Yeah,
that
it
is
felt-
something
it
that you
felt-
were
there was-
part of this thing that
Yeah, I felt calm after that. Usually people might just, I don't know. I felt relieved. I felt calm. That's it. I was like,
It was like uniting the
So how
children with
many-
their parents and
How many passengers were there or kids were there in each flight? With both of these.
so on the first one, it was about 240 approx, and on the second one, approx 280.
Wow, big.
Oh, sorry, 180. 180. Because that was the one which I did in the Bucharest was the last operational flight of evacuation. And it was with our Honorable Minister, Jyotiraditya Scindia.
Okay,
He
yeah.
was on board too. And we had whosoever was left was on board with us.
So did you really fly through the war zone? Was there any chance of getting a glimpse of what is happening? Because hearing it is very scary. So if you did get to see it, didn't that really get you jittery?
So, if you see the world map, Ukraine is a little here. That's where is Romania. That's somewhere here is Budapest. And here it's all Azerbaijan, Armenia, and everything. We did not. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but the first flight which went for the evacuation to Kiev to Ukraine, okay, had to return back because they were threatened to be.
The airspace was closed.
Yes, they were threatened to be. No, they were actually threatened if they said the airspace is closed, but they still tried to pursue it. But they said if you move any further, we'll.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, of course. So that flight had to come back. So after that incident, I think all the governments of the nations had given a safe passage for this evacuation. So we actually went from India to Pakistan, overflying Tehran, which is Iran, then to Georgia, then to Armenia, Azerbaijan, to Romania, to Hungary, that way. That's and to
around
Sofia.
the loop
yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah.
Around
As Arjuman as well. When we did Budapest, we flew a little more to the south, but when we flew to Bucharest, it was very close to, just next to Ukraine. But of course, we were given a safe passage, and I think the airspace were pretty helpful then because they led us directly to many points, and we could make it just before time to our destination then.
Excellent.
So you talked about how your parents saw you off and hugged you and gave you the courage to do this. Like your dad said, bring as many people as you can bring back safely. But when you initially said yes to going onto this flight and told your parents right in the middle of marriage preparation, what was their first reaction? How did they react? What did they feel about you going into this mission, Ganga?
They went silent for some time.
any parent would.
They went silent for some time. But my parents actually are, they know my job. They know sometimes in the middle of the night I can get a call and I have to rush to the job. They're aware of this. This has happened in the past, and this keeps happening. It's not like this is the first time, but this was a separate evacuation. They have already seen me doing this throughout the COVID time, when no one was actually trying to, avoid flights and everything. I was among the first one then also to go and operate these COVID evacuations throughout the entire COVID time. We started from April, right? I think for us, for the rest of the world, it was a lockdown for more than 3 months. But for us, we were already in air after a month.
So you were part of the Vande Bharat.
Absolutely.
As well.
Yeah, I was part of it then. So धीरे धीरे उनमें थोड़ा सा हो गया है. Like they're getting strong.
No, it does
कि
make
कुछ
you
भी
strong.
कुछ भी हो सकता है. She'll go, she'll come back. वो ऊपर वाले पे छोड़ देते हैं सब
They're getting
कुछ.
their set of challenges to get stronger. That's
Yeah. So initially was that. Now it was this.
And now regular flights will start, so I guess things
Oh
will
yeah,
get back to
27th March, where India will start operating all international flights again. So a lot of people will be flying back again in air, and regular operations will start again.
Hopefully, all will be well.
Yeah,
after that.
hopefully, inshallah.
Okay. So this brings us to our rapid fire round.
Let's do that.
Key questions
Sure.
and short, fast replies.
Okay.
Okay. So what is your guilty pleasure?
Brownies.
I share that with you. Okay. So besides flying, what is something that you really love? What are you really good at?
What I'm really good at, besides flying, I think dancing.
Okay, great. What's your fitness mantra?
My fitness mantra is never overeat.
Okay. So and is modeling on the cards because you're so fit?
No.
Okay. So if you could date any celeb, who would that be?
No, never. Even if I get a chance, I am very sure that I don't want to date any of them.
You must have flown so many celebs.
Yeah, I have, and I've worked with also a lot of them in the past, so I'm good.
Very wise and well thought out answer. She's woman power on her own. She doesn't need anybody. Is marriage on the horizon sometime?
That's a question I think my parents will be really interested in answering. But so far I am concerned, I've changed my answer from no to maybe.
Okay. So there is still a possibility.
Now I've changed it from no to maybe.
Okay. I'm sure your parents will be very happy to hear
Oh
that.
yeah, they are.
What is your absolutely favorite city to fly to?
I love Tel Aviv.
Okay.
Tel Aviv is one of the bestest of the cities to be with. I don't know, we are not promoting much tourism there, but if any of you who's listening or who can read my blog, Tel Aviv is one place you should definitely visit.
So were you a good student in school or backbencher type here?
Good student but a backbencher.
Okay. Okay. Last rapid fire question. अगर आप पायलट नहीं होते तो आज आप क्या कर रहे होते?
Then I'll be of course a news anchor.
Okay, great.
Second option, clear, कोई doubt ही नहीं था. Parents से बोल दिया था.
ठीक है. Shivani, please give a message for our viewers, especially for the inspirational young adults who are, looking upon you, who might decide to go into aviation, seeing you. Please give a message for them.
Well, the only message I have for all the youngsters, first of all, listen to your parents. They can never go wrong with you. The only people who want the best for you in your life are your parents. Never do anything without consulting them. They are the only one who can show you your true caliber and probably push you to the most. Okay, and for me, for all the women out there, as far as they are concerned, even I didn't know if I was allowed to dream. But have faith. If you have dreams, always share it with your family. They will find a way for you. That is for sure.
Great. So we have such an inspirational message from Shivani here today, which is follow your dreams. And of course, with the help of your parents who are always there to support you. This was such an insightful interview, Shivani. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
We would request our viewers to pour in their comments, their thoughts on this interview at the rate of edit@samvad.in. This is signing off, Twadi Apni Kangan Jain.